Hi Soul Risers, welcome back. This is a multi-part series on my channel Soul Risers called The Psychology of Romantic Relationships. We're exploring different topics together every week, and this week the topic of discussion is going to be alignment versus games. So how many of you meet someone and sometimes you don't feel that level of connection with this person, but you feel the need to present yourself in ways that might not be 100% authentic? How many of you have experienced this and it resulted in you playing games such as making them wait for a day until you maybe text them back, or games like saying yes when you actually meant no, or saying no when you actually meant yes? So what does it mean when you say playing games in romantic relationships, and how healthy is the action of doing that? So when it comes to healthy romantic relationships, the idea is that when you are energetically and emotionally or even psychologically attuned to your authenticity, and you feel that level of connection with someone else, then the need to even play any games becomes a feckless effort, which means that it becomes unnecessary. And so when you find yourself in relationships playing games, presenting yourself in a way that is not authentic to yourself, that sort of should raise your observation and awareness about what you're doing and what it might end up leading to. And so it's very important to know that in romantic healthy relationships and relationships in general, it's very important to know that games makes the relationship not in a place that stems from authentic co-creation. Games is what leads to maybe inauthenticity in the relationship, and it does not create a solid foundation. And the whole goal of having healthy relationships that we've been talking across the series so far is to be able to build that healthy connection with your loving person, with the person you like and love. And so I ran into someone, I'll give you an example. So I ran into someone on the street the other day, and he approached me, and it was so interesting because he approaches me and he says, "I have a question for you. I don't know what to do. I need some advice." And I was like, okay, well, I guess I have that psychology look on me that now people are, approaching me on the street asking me for guidance. So anyhow, so what happened after that is he started sharing with me that he tried to meet up with a girl, but because she is flaky on him, he showed up an hour late to the meeting, and now she doesn't pick up his calls, like her phone is on silent. And he said, "What am I supposed to do? Like, I'm confused." And I looked at him and I said, well, one of you has to be the stable one. It seems to me that both of you are playing games right now, and if both of you keep playing games like this, like one person goes flaky or doesn't respond to your calls, the other person shows up an hour late, that's the worst way to start a relationship. Well, I didn't say those exact words to him. I never said worst way to begin something, but I did tell him that he has to, if he wants to establish something healthy and secure with someone else, he has to be the one who puts a stop to the games, and he has to be straightforward and go to her and speak his truth. And when she does respond to him, he could be like, "Look, I like you a lot and I want to establish something healthy with you, and if you're on the same page as me, then let's do it. And if you're not, then it is what it is. I really don't want to put both of us through this back and forth, unnecessary, insecure interaction." And And you know, when the whole point of me bringing up this example is that when you speak your truth, it saves a lot of energy and effort from both sides. Energy and effort in feckless tasks such as leading someone on when you're not really into them, or you know, being into someone but making them think that you're not into them. So the key here is, and by the way, the guy really appreciated this advice, and I hope and I pray that everything worked out for him for the best. So what I want to share from this example is that when we get into romantic dynamics, what happens is we come to realize that we do feel insecure in the beginning, and it's perfectly normal to feel that way because it's new and it's, you know, it's unpredictable, and you're still trying to learn each other's patterns and things like that. So it can be a little anxiety provoking, but the best way to cope with that level of anxiety is to always put your straightforward foot forward. And that means that if you have the intention, so it always begins with intention, right? What is your intention? Is it something that you just want to have like a fleeting moment with this person, or you want to have something meaningful and real? Now, I speak to the folks that want things that are meaningful and real. There's nothing wrong in wanting fleeting things. It's just that it's not substantial to me, because it's fleeting. And why would you invest yourself in something that is fleeting? So, and there are reasons for that, which is perfectly fine, but this channel, I'm trying to advocate for and encourage real, meaningful, healthy romantic dynamics. And so from this example, I'm trying to say that it's very important to know that it's the primary reason relationships succeed is because we set a solid foundation on the because it rests on a solid foundation of truth. And so when you work on yourself and you come to that level where you're secure with yourself, secure enough to be vulnerable, secure enough to be brave even when you're scared, secure enough to stand up for yourself and tell the person, look, I like you, and if you don't like me, that's okay too, because I know my worth and value, and I'm not going to involve myself in games that take away from me the substance that I bring to the table. And so when you go with these intentions, with this level of confidence and commitment, then what happens is that the other person starts attuning to that as well. And the other person will meet you where they're at. They will also present themselves in a truthful way and say, look, I like you, but I want more, or I was nervous, or maybe like I'm not that into you. And that's all good, because now it saves you time to go and be with someone who is actually real, who's actually there for you, with whom you feel a feeling of expansiveness. You feel like your cup is full. You go in with your cup already full, and with this person you feel that you both share full cups with each other. That's the type of perspective and mindset that is helpful to be carried when you want to get into a healthy romantic relationship. So when it comes to games versus alignment is key, and alignment stems from the fact that you take a well-intentioned foot forward and you speak from your truth. And in order to speak from your truth, you are already have done the work on yourself that helps you attune yourself to that sense of security. So with that, that's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. The next video is going to be on another interesting topic, so stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel for more invigorating videos, and leave any comments or questions below. See you soon. Bye.